This is Teachable Moments with April podcast, and you guessed it, I'm your host, April. If you're a returning listener and a part of the Teachable Moments with April podcast family, welcome back. For those who are checking me out for the first time, well, hello and welcome. To everyone listening, look for the teachable moments that are all around us. Enjoy and be encouraged. Miss Mary.
Good afternoon, April.
So this is yet again the second time we're trying to record this. Miss Mary would like to talk about our presidential candidates, Trump as well as Biden. And the other one, and before we got cut off, she was basically talking about Trump and a lot of his legal issues, and trying to beat certain cases and criminal charges, and kind of questioning where is this government, this world coming to or going to, where you have someone that has been going through this for a while now, and the debates are coming up very soon. I believe they start next week. She spoke of Biden and his questionable cognitive skills, cognition, and some of the things that he's doing, his behavior at certain functions. So now I'm going to hand it over to Miss Mary, and she's going to continue giving her feedback on the two candidates that we know thus far, Biden and Trump.
Okay. I have mostly questions from observation.
Okay.
Like I said, the Hispanic people here, they said because the cartels and stuff is running their country, or whatever has to do with them.
Right.
And they came here. And I'm listening to the news, and they were saying that Trump has been found guilty of all these crimes that he committed. But he's running for the president. So what kind of country are we running here when it's advisable for a criminal to be running the country? Is it because he has money, or because they're afraid of him? I don't get it. And then this second one is Biden. He seems like there's something off with him. I often refer to him as an alien or AI, because he has his range of motion is very limited, and he seems like he just walks a certain way. Is he ill and they don't want to say? Right. I don't know, but I'm thinking it's time we should try and put someone in office, maybe someone a little bit younger, or some, because with me being a senior citizen, I know things go wrong, and I wouldn't want to have to be in charge of looking after people.
Right. So Miss Mary, when our first attempt, she was talking about in regards to Biden, is then there's some videos circulating of events, and that of that nature, in which he's losing control of his bodily functions, and when people seem to react to it, he looks, I don't know how to classify that. Not surprised, but kind of somewhere in between surprise, humor.
What's the problem?
And basically, what's the problem? And I know it's a normal bodily function, but what I did know, and not like I needed to know this, is that this has been going on for a while. I thought it was something that happened recently, but when I looked at some of the videos on YouTube, it goes back as far as 3 years that he's been going to certain events where a lot of people and just literally, just
blowing it up.
Yeah, and then looking around when you see people like kind of like respond, their expressions as well as them saying something or making sounds or looking shocked, or some people giggle or laugh like, whoa, and then he turns around, looks like, like she said, what's the problem? And then what everybody else is talking about even more recently is that they had the Juneteenth celebration at the White House, and they had different people to come out and speak as well as perform. And this I keep saying over and over again is him, Kamala, Billy Porter, and some other people that I'm not familiar with, that were looking at him, and they are dancing, they're singing along to Kirk Franklin, and he's like motionless. It's the look on his face is like a deer in the headlights. And then at other points it looks like he's looking at a clown show. Like I don't know what's going on in his head when he's watching Kirk Franklin perform, but it's like I don't think it's very flattering. I don't know what he's thinking. Is he being entertained and not in a good way? That's the feeling that I got. And then different people coming up to him and kissing him on the hand. When Kamala went on the stage, I don't know if it's just before he performed Kirk Franklin or after, there's a clip or two surfacing. Kirk Franklin is kissing Kamala's hand. And I'm trying to figure out, people are trying to figure out about the whole Billy Porter and kissing Biden on the hand, but I'm trying to figure out both of them. Why are people kissing Kamala's hands and Biden's hands? I don't know. As an African American person, I'm not saying all African Americans have to react the same way, but I don't know what the kissing of the hands or kissing of the rings. What is this? And it's all at the same event. I don't like it. I don't know. It makes me feel weird. It makes me feel some kind of way, and I'm not understanding why are we doing that. I mean, they're grown-ups and they're going. They're there. I'm here. What do you think about other people kissing people's hands?
I don't think you're supposed to kiss other people's hands. And so especially after the COVID thing and so forth, I don't think people are supposed to go around kissing other people's period.
Right.
I'm reluctant. When Mark came to work on my fence, he wanted me to shake his hand. I was reluctant, but I slowly gave some kind of shake. Mm-hmm. I think people should meet each other and greet them very nicely, but any touching should not be a part of it.
What would you have thought if he wanted you to kiss his hand or you kissed his hand?
I would have asked him to leave.
I don't know. Maybe in other cultures, maybe. I don't know. But everybody pretty much.
But we're in the United States.
From here, and it was weird. But all I could hear people asking about the whole, why was Billy Porter kissing Trump's hand? But it wasn't just that situation. It was Kirk Franklin kissing Kamala's hand, and I'm like, okay, what is how much kissing of the hands, among other things, that was being kissed at this event for Juneteenth? And I don't really get the feeling. I'm sorry, I don't think Biden doesn't like black people. So I'm just gonna say that out. This is how I feel, and I feel it to be the truth. And the Juneteenth thing was, I feel some type of way about that.
He made a joke out of it.
I feel like it's like a mockery, and it really makes me wonder about it in general, the holiday in general. And I know a lot of people, they don't agree with the whole Juneteenth thing, but it's not, to me, it kind of solidified the whole, my leeriness about Juneteenth and how they see it. And I think it's one big joke to them, even though they made it a federal holiday. But I really don't think that, I think that they don't see it for what it is. I think they think it's a joke. And that makes me feel not good about it. And maybe that's wrong.
No, that's right. Because like I said, the only recognition we get is that they finally get around to giving us a holiday. And Morgan Freeman, I agree with what he said. He said they give us these holidays. And then they turn around and tell us we got Black History Month coming up. They gave us the shortest month it was for Black History Month. They are not giving us anything. They name streets after people, and most things has been Afro-American people built America, starting with the White House. There should be respiration or something. Cash flow like the Chinese or like the Jews. Why are you coming here telling us, slapping us in the face and saying Juneteenth? We're going to name Lakeshore Drive after a Black person. What about reparation and being equal? We're not greedy people. We are shared with you, but we're supposed to be equal. Don't say that we respect and we look up to Black people.
No, they don't.
And at the same time, slavery is still here in a different form.
It is.
And I do not understand why Blacks haven't tried to do something. Do something about it. Because we are strong people. So don't, they gave me a pork chop and I'm so happy. No. You're supposed to have the whole pig, not just the pork chop. We seem like we're just going downhill and they seem like they're happy with it.
They do.
Very happy. People have signs in my yard, Juneteenth. What do that mean? It means an insult to you. You will see if you live long enough. Okay.
All right. Any closing thoughts on the Trump versus Biden?
Well, if whoever wins, Biden been in there 4 years?
Yeah.
Did absolutely nothing, but gave the money to Ukraine. I guess he must be a Ukrainian person or a citizen in Ukraine. I don't know. To me, it's a lose-lose situation. Either one you get, you lose. Trump is talking about make America
great again.
Great again.
It's gonna be great.
What was so great about America? Don't just say make America great. Give me an outline of what you have in mind for making it great again. I don't remember a time when it was all that great. Are you trying to bring back slavery to make you look great?
Maybe that's make it great again. Maybe within the great, 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 it means slavery again?
Yeah.
Make slavery great again?
Yeah, so they can work for nothing, don't own anything.
Mm-hmm.
The jobs, they're giving it to the Hispanics. I don't see how you could make it great again unless you don't take the jobs from them and give the slave jobs to us again, and you could pocket all the money. I don't understand.
There was somebody, I'm not gonna hold you, Miss Mary, but I'm gonna put this out here, and I don't think it's gonna be very popular either, but this is my opinion.
Exactly.
An individual on another, when I was looking at a video on YouTube, and I forgot what it was about. It was about a young lady named Jaguar Wright, and they used a word in the comment section, because I like to look at the video, but I also like to look in the comment section and see what other people are saying. And they used a term called controlled opposition, and I never heard this term before, but I feel like once I looked it up, they're right about the Jaguar Wright thing. I agree. Whoever said that, they put people in a certain position to make it seem like they are against something, and they're in your corner, and they're fighting for you, and they're giving you all this insider information, but they're really right along with them. So when I heard that term in reference to Jaguar Wright and whoever she's talking about in the industry and in society, I started to think of Donald Trump and Biden, and they appear to be polar opposites. Yeah. But I feel, and this might not be a common viewpoint, I think that term, control opposition, I think that they're actually in cahoots with each other personally. They appear to not like each other, and they have all these things to say, but I think they're all working together for the common goal, which is end of days, last days. I think they're all, when we're not looking at them, I think they're all just high-fiving and carrying on with each other. Even though Joe seems like he's a robot, he's an AI, he's a clone. I don't know what is actually going on. I personally think it's an act. I used to think that it was dementia. I used to think it was just the aging process. But I think there's something way more going on with Joe. And I think it's a farce. And because look how he's been doing it, and people just stand around and allow him to do it, and they go along with it, and he's just hand over fist all this money to another country, and there's no, even when people tell him no, or they don't, he keeps going and going, and they just keep giving money, and everything here is literally falling apart. And everybody just stands by idly and lets it happen. They're all working together, and it is to literally destroy everything. To destroy literally everything.
They are destroying it.
Yeah.
Because all of the support he gave to the Ukraine, all the poor homeless people that do not have a place to live, you could have took some of that money and build affordable housing for these people who wouldn't be on the street nowhere. How can you clean up somebody else's house when yours is in the shambles? And it seems like everything about it goes right past his head.
I don't have the information, but did you hear anything about, they're talking about drafting young men again here? To defend what?
I don't know. I told you, I have nothing but questions. Yeah. I don't have any answer, but I don't know what they're defending. They are drafting them again.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Miss Mary.
You're welcome. I ain't going nowhere.
All right, Miss Mary. What's the next topic we're going to talk about, Miss Mary?
I want to talk about coverage of police. And so forth in the city, in the areas that I live in. On my son's birthday, we went to he doesn't live close by. It's a ways off. And going there, I seen the traffic was a mess at a certain intersection.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And when I could not understand what was going on. When I came back, I said I was going another way, but I decided to come back the same way because I wanted to stop at the store, I believe. Yeah. Now, I remember a time, which I'm probably living in the past too, when there would be a traffic cop or some policeman come by and take this traffic jam, or people cutting in front of you, making their own lanes, and there's no one to stop them. They can do what they want to. We sat at I think through 4 red lights, a green light, before I could get close enough up to see what was going on. Well, the people that had the right of way, they were blocking it. So we couldn't even go straight, and it just kept on going. And I became enraged, so I started blowing my horn just to say, wait a minute, if you have somewhere to go, so do we. They were pulling the cars out on yellow and just blocking the driveway. And we never seen one person, police, no person of authority, and they saying, oh, this driver, they doing this and they doing that. Well, you can say that because there is no control, no leverage nowhere. So it finally, after I blowed my horn, the other people started the same thing, and we just started up. And then they finally moved out of the way. When the light changed, we could go across. But it was a hot day. We had sat through 4 red lights and could not go anywhere. I'm just wondering, is any other people suffering this way, or am I just complaining?
I would think, if I had to speculate, no, I don't think we're alone. I think it's, like we were saying, the total disintegration. I didn't use that word earlier, but a little while ago. But I think it is deteriorating, disintegrating of any type of structure. And it seems like it's very indicative of God is a God of order,
exactly,
and organization, and the adversary is chaos and divisiveness. So and confusion, chaos and confusion. So it seems to me, if we had to make a commentary, it would have to be, it's showing us who is actually, if you have eyes to see, who is actually running things, so to speak, or in some cases not running things. And I think it's on purpose. And I think whenever they decide that they're going to go to the next phase of his plan, a lot of people may say New World Order, meaning see what happened, everything is falling apart. This is why we're going to put into implement these certain things into play, and then it's going to tie in with the extreme weather and the climate change and extreme heat that is killing people, and then you lose your power, and that's going to kill you because you don't have any AC, you don't have a fan, your food has gone bad. It's all just like pieces in a puzzle to, what's the next phase of this particular situation. And then people's houses and businesses going up in smoke. It's hotter than a firecracker, and then everything somehow burning up on top of that. And then you have these get-togethers, which I'm not saying people, don't get together, but you do have to kind of, I think, be a little bit more mindful. And then if someone's not wrapped too tight, they know you're meeting, and then they all come over where you're at, and whether it be Father's Day, Juneteenth, or whatever. Here, last weekend, it was like 70 plus people who lost their lives for a variety of reasons. Whenever you go in large groups, it seems like that is very indicative of that. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
I doubt it.
But whenever that happens, it seems to be someone or somebody's, the mysterious somebody's, the cheese slides off their cracker, and then they decide to light the place up. So, that's just my thoughts on that. Anything else you want to add on the police presence or the lack thereof?
No, I don't. It's just the way it is. I'm trying to pray to God, could we get some kind of order, but as you so pointedly mentioned, these are the last days, and these chaos is going to happen because it's ran by Satan the devil. Thank you, April.
You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
You were just listening to Teachable Moments with April podcast. I truly hope you enjoyed this episode.